All right, y'all. You already know what time it is. It's your boy Moody Starr, back again with another video. This video is not going to be too long. I'm going to talk to you guys like it's a FaceTime. And if the video is too long, I'd advise you to get a lawyer up, and just take me to court, okay? But outside of that, bro, how you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys in the right type of vibration, getting to the bag and staying consistent. It's another MGT. I wouldn't even say this is exclusive, but it's just another video, bro. You feel me? Continuing the spiritual journey, continuing the retention journey, continuing, meditating. It's very important, bro. We are day 2 of this week, so we got to stay locked in, okay? Now, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I went through something yesterday, and I don't even know what to call it, but I spoke to one of my good friends last week, right? And he was saying how, like, I believe it was his father telling him, like, sometimes it's okay to actually be bored. Like, when you can actually become bored, low-key, it's actually a good thing. It's not a bad thing, okay? Now, a lot of times usually when people get bored, we literally tend to do damn near anything just to, pass the time, or just to, you just want to get involved in something, right? And yesterday, I realized how bored I really was, bro. Granted, if you bored, and that means you have time to create. That means you have time to plan. That means you have time to read. That means you have time to research. So, I got off of work early yesterday. Tired as hell. Like I said, I do landscaping and a lot of other stuff. You feel me? So I ain't gonna lie. Every single day, even if it's a short day, I be. You feel me? I spend a lot of life force energy. You feel me? And then also, I'm also in the sun, in Mother Nature. So it's a good balance. But I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I be tired as hell, nigga. Like shit. But got off work early. Took a little nap, and then when I woke up, I realized, I'm like, dang, bro, okay. Since me personally, and shout out to anybody, shout out to anybody on the retention journey, whether you have kids or not, but me personally, I don't have no kids. So it's like when I get off from work, I don't have extra responsibilities running around telling me what to do. Now, again, if you're a parent, then you know how that shit goes. So, because I realized how much time I had on my hands, is like what I'm trying to do now is plug in, like basically schedule myself, and plug in different activities for me to do. Because, again, I'm not gonna lie, bro, my life was so primitive, when it comes to just like living the life, like having a 9 to 5, like, you have the 9 to 5 or you have your day job, and then when you get off, it's bullshit that you do. Essentially, you eat, you watch TV, whether you got a girl or whether you got some hoes and shit, because it do hit different when you got some hoes. But like, it's so primitive. Like, the shit's so boring, bro. And it's like, dang, dog, like every Thursday or Friday, you catch yourself wanting to do like a habit or whatever it is. It could be Thursday or Friday. It could be a Monday or a Tuesday. It could be a Wednesday or a Thursday, whatever it is, bro. Everybody got their vices or whatever. People, some people drink, some people smoke. Somebody had made a comment saying like, hey, I just started a new SR. Now, I don't know if y'all trolling still, but I don't really care. You feel me? Because again, this SR life is for real. And, somebody in the comment section has said like, oh, like, I just started SR, so should I quit smoking cigarettes? Like, if you're asking yourself whether or not you should quit doing something, you probably should. But again, that's going to take you getting out of your comfort zone. You feel me? Now, in the midst of like creating everything, bro, you have to understand, bro, how the world is set up. You got to understand the game. Have I ever taken the red pill? No. Have I ever taken the blue pill? No. But do I understand the red pill? Yes. Do I understand the simps, the blue pills? I mean, I understand them motherfuckers. I used to be one. I used to be a simp ass nigga. Like, you feel me? But like on the red pill side, bro, I gotta keep it a beam, bro. Ain't nobody gonna pay attention to you unless you look halfway decent, or unless you got some funds going on. But most importantly, who are you inside? Like, who are you from within? You know what I'm saying? People not gonna really command too much. Not command. People not gonna give you that much respect if you don't know what the hell you got going on inside your mind, inside, as far as like your emotions, your emotional intelligence goes. You feel me? So with that being said, as we continue to build, let's be patient with ourselves. And again, if you catch yourself being bored or whatnot, this is the time to actually elevate your energy, elevate your, your knowledge, and just like whatever it is that you want to learn. You get what I'm saying? For me, this year has been totally different because this is like one of the first years ever, like in a long ass time, that I started the year out where I wasn't really specifically talking to one particular female, or it's actually the first time that I don't have a quote unquote roster, and that's really because my taste in women have like changed. You get what I'm saying? When you go through stuff so many times over and over again, bro, you just get tired. You feel me? You just really get tired. Now, it's either you're going to continue to keep doing the same things that you've been doing for weeks, or you're going to find a way to say, you know what, I'm going to change this pattern. I'm going to be uncomfortable. Believe it or not, bro, sometimes you got to be uncomfortable for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Sometimes you have to go through this journey we call life by yourself. You have to find peace by yourself. The very second that you are depending on a relationship to give your life value, that like once you start thinking that way, bro, you're gonna have a long long and disappointing love life, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Just because like, I understand it, the body needs companionship. Our minds need to be stimulated. I get it. You feel me? This is why we here. Like, as humans, we came here to have a human experience. I got news for y'all, though. The soul don't need a goddamn thing. All you need to do, as far as the soul is concerned, meditate and have a human experience. You feel me? Whether it's by yourself or whether it's like, throughout your life, multiple women and stuff, like, because you are going to meet multiple women. It's going to happen. But there's a point in time in every man's life when reality hits you square in the motherfucking lip. It really do. Reality hits you in the lip, and it's just like this. If you are a man, you got to provide. You got to lead. You got to know what you want. You get what I'm saying? And life for men, I'm not going to lie, bro. And I'm not trying to sit here to complain or nothing. I'm just letting y'all know. It's a little bit more challenging to go through versus being a woman or whatnot, from what I can see, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, bro, I think the message is universal, bro. Now, let's take the spirituality out of it for a second. If I met you on the street, and let's say you're a street dude, or somebody who knows some people who've been in the streets and stuff like that, the same rule applies, bro. Ain't no hoes gonna fuck with you if you ain't got no bread. That's number one. Number two, if a female is actually trying to give you value based on how much money you have today, that's a red flag as well, bro. That's a red flag as well. Like, she's probably a trick or runner or track star or whatever the fuck y'all kids like to call it nowadays. Y'all see the glaze? Y'all see the glaze, bro? The glaze is crazy, bro. You put it like this, bro. Now, I want to interject this new lingo because I was around like some younger people when I went to the youth fair, and it was hilarious, bro. Like, y'all and these languages or these slang terminologies is so funny, just to see how like each generation can what's the word I'm looking for? Each generation can kind of have their own have their own version of evolution when it comes to different terminologies. But like y'all probably thinking right now like, dang, bro, like I ain't got nobody on my team. Da, da, da. I'm just, bro. You are making room for your new blessing. You have to be patient. You have to hold on, okay? Because I guarantee you, if you do the same habits that you've been doing, like, now I'm not talking about anybody who's on a high streak, but if somebody who's been struggling with being on SR or, whatever the case may be, when it comes to you managing your sexual energy, if you keep doing the same thing every fucking week, you're going to go through the same emotional ups and downs. You're going to go through the same, because again, it's a habit. A habit is going to make you, do something, whether it's eat a lot, drink a lot, smoke a lot. We don't think about the after effects. We only think about like, man, I'm bored. I'm lonely. Let me do this. Let me do that. Da, 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 da. And then a day later, you still got to deal with them same emotions once you sober up or once you stop eating or whatever it is. Believe it or not, bro, eating food, nigga, that's a form of an addiction when you eat past your limit, essentially. You get what I'm saying? And that affects your emotions a lot more than you think. It affects your emotions. This is why, if you're going to eat food, try to eat some food that has some electricity in it. If you have high blood pressure or your sugar is high or whatnot, cut back on a lot of the processed foods that you've been eating, bro. Because if you keep eating these processed foods are going to fuck with your emotions. When you are emotionally imbalanced, you have no control over your sexual energy, because now you're going to try to use the sexual energy to make yourself feel better. Using the sexual energy could be you going out trying to find some pussy, or you wasting your energy to pixels on a screen. You get what I'm saying? So all this shit essentially goes hand in hand. You feel me? Even down to you, again, either feeling anxious, feeling bored, feeling like, man, I don't feel like doing this, doing that, da 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 da, XYZ. It's literally because, again, we didn't give ourselves a chance to be sober long enough, to be on SR long enough, to meditate long enough. You get what I'm saying? In the line of work that I do, it's a lot of walking. It's a whole process. When you got to cut, like when we got to go and do commercial places, like I think later on today we're going to like a car dealership. We got to cut, weed, eat, blow, and do all that shit, right? If I look at how much stuff I have to do before I even do it, or even like while I'm, doing it or whatnot, let's say we gotta move like 50 bags of 40 pound rocks. I don't ever look at like the fact that we gotta move all 50 bags. Hell no. And when it comes to cutting the grass or doing whatever, I don't think about how much steps I'm taking. Because if I do, I'm gonna be like, yo, this is a lot. This is crazy. I don't want to do this shit no more. Literally, everything we do, it should be step by step. You keep taking those steps forward, or you keep taking the step to better your life, to find the woman of your dreams. You keep taking the steps. You feel me? If you're an introvert, you have to learn how to speak. You have to learn how to be witty. You have to learn how to generate a conversation out of nowhere. Okay? Because closed mouths don't get fed. Take your time. Take each step. Don't think about how much steps you got to take. Don't think about how much bags of rocks you got to carry. If you got to carry 150, you don't think about that shit. You just do it. You get what I'm saying? I think one time I was cutting. Well, I wasn't. No, we were working on like a commercial place, right? And I had like a garbage can full of like debris. And I'm looking at the trailer. I'm like, dang, bro, the trailer is pretty far distance, and I had this trash can full of debris. I picked it up. I'm walking. Bro, I feel like every step that I took, it did not feel like I got close. I'm like, yo, this is a walk, because I'm looking at the entire journey, right? So I say, you know what? If you put your head down and just keep taking steps, you will eventually get to your goal. You will eventually get to your destination. And essentially that's what happened. But it's like, as humans, we tend to overwhelm ourselves. We look at the whole thing. Oh, I want to get money. I want to get this. I want to get that. You try to get all of that in one day. It's impossible. You got to be patient, bro. Take one step at a time. And just because you took one step, that don't mean you got to take 7 steps back. Because sometimes people will take like 4 steps and they'll look up, damn, I got like 1,000 more steps to go. And just by them having that thought, they take 10 steps back. Just because, you know what I'm saying? You overwhelm yourself. Just don't overwhelm yourself, bro. Just take your time. Focus on one aspect of life at a time. When you work out, you want to target muscles. If you just go to the gym and work out and do anything, you're really not going to see no results. But if you go to the gym for 3 weeks and consistently do abs only, you're going to see results. You go to the gym for 3 weeks consistently and do legs only, you're going to see results. Okay? So if there's a particular area within your life that you want to change, you want to fix, bro, just take your time. Keep it simple. Simple steps. Like me personally, in order for me to stay consistent, I got to drink water every day. I have to drink water every day. If I don't drink water, bro, like my mind doesn't work. Like it just don't. More particularly, if you can afford it, get you some coconut water. But outside of that, bro, don't worry about all the BS. Continue the journey. Stay locked in. It's a long journey. It's a long life. And this is to anybody who is like waiting on their blessing. If you feel like nothing's happening in your life, just be patient. Trust and believe. As long as you're taking the right steps, you're gonna be straight. It do hit different though. Once you understand how far you came, you're gonna look and you be like, damn, bro, I was over whooping. Because in the beginning, I'm thinking like I had like miles and miles to go, and the whole time that shit wasn't nothing. And that's what life is, bro. But besides that, bro, MGT, what it do? It's your boy Moody Starr. I'm back again with another video. If you you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk here in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I got to say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within, and being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Intro for the outro. If you made it to the end of the video, bro, you the GOAT. Stay locked in. Stay patient. One step at a time, bro. You're not going to manifest everything in one day. You're just not. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Stay locked in. And I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Y'all have a wonderful day. Stay righteous. Be patient. And again, if you get bored, try to educate your mind. And once educating your mind gets a little boring too, because again, as humans, we always want to find stuff to stimulate our minds. We can go outside in Mother Nature, bro. Go for a walk. You may never know who you're gonna see. Trust and believe. I did that the other day. And yes, trust. A new batch of women. And I don't mean to call them batches of women, but I ain't gonna lie, it is what it is. But it's about to get ridiculous. The glaze is about to be insane. You feel me? You retain your energy, you glow. They finna glaze you, bro. I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Peace.